Okay, well, it is 6 o'clock. And so again, I'm just so glad that you are all here to join us this evening. I am so excited to tell anybody about our medical assisting program. It is a great program. So many opportunities. I do want to let you know for sure that we are being recorded. Also, again, if you have a question at any point during the meeting, please just drop that in the chat and we will address that at the end of the webinar. And so for me, there is just no better person to ask a question of or talk about the medical assistant program than the two gals who are here joining us today, your lead instructors, Linda Halter and Carrie Kilby. So I'm going to turn things over to them. They're going to take us through all of the program. We'll maybe hearing from graduates here, from a graduate here as we go on. And again, you'll have opportunity to ask questions at the end. So that being said, I am going to turn things over, I guess, to you, Linda.
That'll be fine.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Julie, and thank you again for assisting in getting this all set up for us tonight. All right, welcome everyone. I am Linda Halter. I am one of the lead instructors for the medical assistant program at the YTI York campus. And also with us tonight is Carrie Kilby. If you want to say hi.
Hi, everyone.
She is the other lead instructor for our program. So we have a short presentation tonight just to give you a quick overview of what you can expect should you decide to go forward and join us at YTI and start your career in the field of medical assisting. All right, so how our courses are run is that our courses are delivered through an online format with no live instruction. So we'll talk a little bit about what that means. So as a learner, you have access to the course materials 24 hours a day. That can be through the laptop that you're provided with at the beginning, or if you're one that is working, you get breaks, you can use the Go Anywhere app and work on things during those times also. Our faculty, your instructors, are always available for your assistance. Within your courses, they will have the hours up that they're available. You are given due dates for your assignments, so you complete your work as your schedule allows you to, but within those due dates. So instead of being on campus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for classes 5 hours a day, you will do your coursework online with the exception of labs, which we'll talk about in a bit, and you do that within the week's time of the due date. We also have Zoom sessions. They are scheduled, but they are recorded. So if you're working that day or you just don't have, maybe you don't have a babysitter and you can't listen, if you're not available to listen to it, they are recorded, and then you can set a designated time to watch that recording later. Beginning third term, you're required to come on campus 1 to 2 times per week. Your first lab, Clinical Techniques 1, is 1 day a week for 2 hours, and then each term after that for the rest of the lab time, your times on campus will vary.
All right, so there are a lot of advantages to the to learning online. One that is probably the biggest advantage is the flexibility that you have, you know, with your personal life, your work schedule. You can do your classwork in times that is convenient for you. So you can still have a job, you can still have a personal life. You just need to make some time for your schoolwork in between all of those things. It is self-paced in that you will get your assignments at the beginning of the week, and you will have all week to do your reading, do your assignments, take your tests before they're due the following week. You do have an opportunity to learn new virtual essential communication workplace technical skills, such as our Zoom meetings. And you can set up your own workspace in a way that works for you. You know, just you don't have to come to campus and bring all of your things and forget your book and all of that. You'll have everything right there at home where you need it, set up in a way that works best for you.
Certification. So during your time in our program, you will be able to earn your CPR certification. You'll learn that on campus during your 4th term in your lab, which is ClinTech 2. You'll also be able to earn your CPT exam, or what's known as your Certified Phlebotomy Technician. So that is taken during 7th term in Medical Laboratory or Med Lab 2. And again, that's done on campus. You'll learn from the instructor during Med Lab 2 how to draw blood, all the proper procedures, and she'll prepare you for the exam, which you then take on campus, and either Miss Carrie or I proctor that exam. At the end of your graduation, you'll be eligible to sit for the CCMA exam or the RMA exam. There are 2 different exams, and you can choose which one you want to do. They are taken after graduation. It's located on campus. And each of those certifications are included in your tuition one time. So if you fail, which you guys are not going to fail, you can take it again, but you then have to pay for it out of pocket.
Labs and externships. So students are on campus to learn and experience the daily duties the MA performs. You'll learn all kinds of hands-on things like EKGs. You'll learn how to assist the provider during procedures, to assist the patient during those procedures. You'll learn injections, suture removals, pulmonary testing, sterilization of instruments, CPR, which Ms. Linda had already mentioned. We'll be doing dissections to help you learn different parts of the anatomy. You'll learn how to do lab cultures, and again, phlebotomy. So, and this is not everything that you will learn. This is just, you know, a small taste of what you'll learn.
A little bit more about labs and externship. So during your 8th term, you'll be out on externship using all those skills that you learned in the lab at a site in your community. We do have a representative, Nicole Tolman, who is in Career Services. She will assist you with setting up that externship. You are required to get a total of 360 hours during the externship, which breaks down to 36 hours per week. While you're out on externship, you're not expected yet to be skilled in all of these areas that Carrie mentioned on the previous slide. They do realize you are still learning, and it is part of your schooling out on externship, but you should have all the basics down that time and be able to function within the practice that you're at.
So once you graduate from the program and you pass your certification exam, you are able to seek employment at any of the major health practices that we have in our community, such as WellSpan, UPMC, Penn State Medicine, Lancaster General Health. In addition to, you know, any number of small practices.
In the medical field, there's many specialty offices that are available for you to work in. These are just a few of them. There's allergy and immunology, cardiology, dermatology, family medicine, OBGYN, oncology, nephrology, and neurology. During your studies, you'll start to get a feel for all these different areas plus more and what you might like to do. One of the benefits to me, and one thing that made me change to the medical field, is the opportunity to be able to experience all of those different areas of specialties. If you get bored with oncology after a couple years, you can switch over to dermatology and learn all new things without going back to school. Okay, so with us tonight, we do have a graduate from our medical assistant program. Her name is April. And April, if you could just speak to us a few minutes about things that you took away from school and how you use it in your career and what your career may have made changes for you in your life.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on. I got a lot out of the program. They set you up fundamentally for everything you need to know out in the field to start your career. The competencies is all hands-on, which I think was probably one of the biggest things that I've got out of it. Also, the terminology, that's another huge one, because you need to, they expect you to know certain things, and the terminology is a big one. But I work in the Spring Grove Express Care for UPMC. So my hours are like hospital hours, but I work 3 days a week and get my time in, and it's really up paced. I really enjoy it. And I know family medicine is also in my office building. And they're very different. I use different skills going between both of them. We do a lot of the COVID swabbing in the express care. And all the competencies that I've ever done in school definitely came into play getting a job there. But it sets you up for everything you need to know to be in the field and start your career, and then you learn as you go. But they definitely give you everything, the basics that you need to know getting into the career and the field. So I got a lot out of it. And the teachers are great. They help you with anything that you need. But they really make sure that you understand everything. So, and they were there to help for everything. So.
Great. Thank you, April. We did
You're
not
right.
prompt her to make any of those comments. That was all.
No, no, they did not. No, it was great. So, and I actually have signed back up for more schooling, to go for fraternal medicine with the babies and stuff like that. So in the sonogram, yep. So I'm going to do that. So
Awesome.
yeah, but
Good
it really
for you.
it really, and also another big thing is going out on your externship. That was probably one of the biggest things I got out of the whole thing, because you get to experience, in a real setting, and take in everything, and you kind of get the feel for things you like and you don't like, just by going out on your externship. So I think that's also a great thing that sets you up for, which way you want to go.
Good point.
Yeah.
I feel
All
like
right.
a proud mama right now, because I had April.
Yes,
I had April from her first day till her last day. So I'm very
Aw.
proud of you, April. It's great to hear
Thank
that you're doing so well and that you are enjoying your new job.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. So, and like I said, the teachers were, they were great. So it couldn't have been a better experience and a better learning experience.
That's awesome to hear. Our teachers, our instructors are very caring. I agree with that. All right, so just make everybody aware that's on. If you are free and available, we are doing a campus tour with admissions on Wednesday, December 15th. And Julia, if you want to make sure I have all this information right, there's one at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. And if you would like to join us, we'd be happy to have you. We can take you on a tour of the labs and meet some of the instructors. Simply come to the campus, and when you pull in, you'll see the flagpoles out front, and come into the lobby at those front doors. And sitting there will be Joyce, our friendly receptionist, to greet you.
Yes, and there will be, as Linda said, there will be admissions representatives there. There will be medical assistant instructors there for you. And you're going to really get a chance to walk around and see the great opportunities that you have to learn and get hands-on training that is really going to prepare you for this industry. You do not need to register for this event. You don't have to register in advance, and please feel free to bring somebody with you who might be an important person to help you make a decision, a parent or a significant other, or a friend who might be interested in the program as well. It's always better to go to school together. It's more fun that way.
Mhm.
So, yep, all that information is good. We would love to see you all there.
Is Darlene still on? Darlene, did you want to say anything this evening?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Hello, Darlene.
Maybe I was on just as an observer, so I wasn't able to speak, but no, I think it's wonderful. It's so nice to hear from April. You know, that's a true testimony to the education that's being delivered, that students are going out there and they're being successful and they're loving it, which is awesome. I just wanted to make sure we had the dates correct for the open house on the campus. And I would love to see people stop by.
Thank you, Darlene. Darlene Durney is our campus director at the York campus. So if you can join us, you'll be seeing her friendly, smiling face on the campus there to greet you also.
And Darlene, the date for the medical assistant is definitely the 15th on Wednesday. However, I do believe we're also having Bring a Friend Day. So maybe some students who are still enrolled in the program may want to be bringing a friend starting on December 16th, I believe, for that full week. So it'll be a busy time. So and an exciting time.
We ready to open for questions?
I did not see any questions in the chat, but if you do have any, please feel, okay, so here we go. How long will this course take to complete? The course is 20 months. The way that it works is we split our education into terms. So Linda and Carrie talked about the fact that your classwork is going to be asynchronous or pre-recorded, very flexible. You can log in at any time each day. You'll have 8 10-week terms in this program, and you'll come in for labs starting in term 3. Is that still correct, Linda? Term 3?
You are correct.
So you'll come in for labs starting in term 3, and then when you get to term 8, my goodness, you're out and you're getting that practice working and learning in an actual clinic as a medical assistant. So less than 2 years, the degree you earn is an associate in specialized technology degrees. That's kind of exciting for me anyway. Think about, great question. Any other questions? It's always hard via Zoom because we can't see faces. So we don't know if anybody's maybe on the edge of asking something. So we'll wait for just another moment or two here. But if you think of a question after the webinar is finished, you can always pop onto our website, very easy to remember, yti.edu. And there's all kinds of information there. You'll also be able to click there for more information, and somebody will get in touch with you. What is the application process? That is another great question. So like I said, you're going to go to yti.edu. If you hover over programs, you'll be able to choose medical and then medical assistant. And you're going to see on that page lots of great fast facts for you, the tuition, how the education is delivered, all of that. You're going to see an orange button that is going to let you learn to apply, or let you apply. When you click that orange button, it's going to take you to something called our enrollment portal. And this is really convenient for you guys because you click that button, it takes you to the enrollment portal. You're going to enter your email address and create a password. And from there, you can track your progress. You can fill out your application. You'll be able to choose your start date. You'll be able to register for and take a very quick basic academic information entrance assessment. And you're also going to be able to click on a button to chat with somebody like me, a career program specialist who's going to be able to answer your questions about the program that you have. And I promise you, if I don't know the answer, I will find someone who does and have them get back to you. There's also going to be great information on there about financial aid as well. And when I say on there, I mean on the website about financial aid as well. And we can get those questions answered. Every student that we have does have the opportunity to sit down with a with a funding specialist to go over your plan to pay for school. We have great things like FAFSA Fridays to help you fill out your FAFSA. So we're going to be there for you every step of the way to help you get started and get your questions answered and make it as painless as possible. Thanks for that question. Any other questions? Well, that being the case, thank you again so much for joining us. Thank you so much to April for talking about her experience with YTI. I so appreciate it. It doesn't get any better than that information coming from a graduate, right? And that I'm sure that had to make you feel great, Carrie and Linda, to hear those great comments, and that one of our graduates is just happy and working in the industry. That's what we're all about. That's why we do what we do. If you do have questions, please visit the website. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks, Linda and Carrie. Thanks for joining us, Darlene and April, our graduate. And you folks all have a wonderful evening.